EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third once more. Nota, when you were a kid with those big dreams, 11, 12 years old, you're on the putting green practicing all those hours. The 4-footer was for what?
Well, these 4-footers and a lot of 4-footers today are going to be for one of the biggest prizes in golf, and that's an invitation to the Masters and to the U.S. Open. And for any young golfer trying to work their way up the ladder, those are the pinnacles of achievement in our game. So a lot at stake today, a lot of pressure. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And this really is an ideal spot to take a run at this. I don't see much of anything that's going to influence the golf ball.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
Yeah, in the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, but it's the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. This one should work sharply to his right. It's for birdie.
Need a little bit more pace and a little more borrow.
Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And the lead will remain 1. On the tee box here at the third now. Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
That one up the right side. And driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
And a very manageable look here. Just the slightest of movements to the left, but mostly level.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second.
driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. From the left side of this fairway, he'll look over his second. Good chance at one.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
He has a 12-footer here. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 8 under for the tournament. Well, here's a real scoring opportunity. The first par 5 on the front side at St. Andrews, the 5th hole. It's only 514 yards. That greenhouse, this is a football field deep. The key here, yet again, avoiding the big bunkers. They're called the Seven Sisters bunkers off the tee. If you do that, you'll have a great chance to get home in 2. No fairway here, this one in that rough. And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5. "13 feet away." Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Now to the 374-yard par 4 6th, another scoring opportunity.
Just be very careful of the wind conditions here, because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided.
This starting toward the right side. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Ball sitting okay here for his second here at the 6th. Now this for birdie.
And an ideal look here, just moving slightly to the left.
That had a pretty good line, very close to going in. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And this is going to stay a 2-shot lead. One of the really beautiful aspects of playing links golf is you're oftentimes aiming at something so far off in the distance. Maybe it's a church steeple, or in this case, maybe it's a little left of the flag at number 11. And we're playing the 7th hole. The key, you want to avoid that shell bunker, which is short of the putting surface. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. So Iona, this a second from the bunker.
Yeah, and this is the price you pay for taking too much club off the tee, too aggressive now. Found himself in shell bunker with a tricky approach to the green.
An opportunity goes awry. Chance to show the short game skills out of the bunker, and far from it. Ball wasn't sitting too bad, rough not too long. Good decision on the flop shot. More importantly, well played.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And it'll stay at -9. Arriving now at the first of only 2 par 3s at the old course, 166-yard 8th, featuring a high lip bunker guarding the front of a green that is difficult to hold. And he might have been trying to land that over the flag and spin it back, but that just carried much too far.
It's been a good start to the round and more evidence there. Beautiful touch from around the green.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Bunkers, bunkers, and more bunkers. So this hole's only 347 yards as we close out this front side with the par 4 9th. They're called Boses and end hole bunkers, and they're right in the middle of the fairway. So it's all about the tee shot, putting it in a good spot. If you do, you're walking out of here with a 3, or you could knock it on and maybe bump one in, putt one in for an eagle. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. Strong approach shot here at the 9th, and a good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. Nope. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. Starting off the backside here at St. Andrews with the 340-yard par 4 10th, named in honor of the great Bobby Jones, 1927 Open champion and 1930 amateur champion. Right center off the tee, ideal here. The fairway narrows around 280 yards, but the green is drivable. Oh, this is a big chance, but it's looking good. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back nine. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-shot lead with 8 holes to play. Down to the par 3 11th, and Frank, what's the key here?
Well, this green is slightly elevated, huge false front, sort of left and right of that Strath bunker. And of course that bunker on the hill, or should I say that bunker on the left is called Hill. That's the famous bunker where Bobby Jones couldn't get out of it many years ago and actually ripped up his scorecard. So a good tee shot here, just find that right level where the flag is.
Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green. Maybe you look to the heavens here. That didn't need much more. Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. And the lead is down to 2. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
This one starting a hair right.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
It is in the rough, but it appears to be a pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And this is now a 3-shot lead with 6 to play. We arrive now at the challenging 418-yard par 4 13th. Tee shot has to avoid those coffin bunkers, and the approach should be aimed at the middle of this massive double green. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. So from the rough, Iona's down there.
133 the number. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And the lead swells to 4 with 5 holes to play. Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pop bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the 4th fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
This one's starting a little bit right. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Oh, that's not going to be good.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And the lead is 4 now with 4 to play. Time to tee it up here at the 15th as we begin the closing stretch here at the Open Championship of the Old Course at St. Andrews.
There's a big steeple in the distance, so even when it starts to fog in a bit, if you can keep your eye on that, that's a good line off the tee. And you've got to keep it, your tee shot just short of this sort of heather, big crop of heather down the left side. It still leaves you a lengthy second shot, but really that's the safest way to try and play this par 4 15th. Very good par 4.
And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, you know, it's all very well having distance off the tee, but the Old Course, she's a canny old bird and she's still got a few tricks up her sleeve.
We talk so much about that dreaded long bunker shot, and that was played beautifully. I would take that any day of the week.
Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Well, like the old saying goes, never up, never in, and that definitely applies here.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And this will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field. And now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm off the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose. I've never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the Wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
Just gave that way too much.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Yeah, he wanted that to go a little more, but that's not too bad from there. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And this one close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion. Frank, this really is an amazing hole, the road hole, 17 at the old course.
Yeah, the biggest problem really is the tee shot right in front of you. How brave are you? How much can you take it over the corner of that clubhouse? You'll see a sign in front of you, the old course hotel. Ideally, you want to take it over the U in course, and that should find the center of the fairway. You go a little further right of that, then you better hit it long.
Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. Pin cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4. Just 5 feet left. Okay, that's good putt. It is in to save par. and he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf. Frank, it doesn't look like much from the tee, but wow, when you factor in the history, it's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little road that runs across this par 4. It's about 100 yards short of the green. It certainly comes into play when you play this hole into the breeze. But no breeze or into the breeze, you've got to worry about the out of bounds that surrounds this green all the way down the right side and beyond. And it's a wonderful little finishing hole in many ways because it tests the mere mortal and it tests the greats of the game.
Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Chance now for another birdie.
Really not a whole lot to this. He's going to get a little help from the slope. Other than that, just slightly to the right.
Oh yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that's going to make this a final round, 66. Frank, one way to look at this is as a possible stepping stone to future greatness. It's an amateur title for our featured player, and it does include a ticket to compete in the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Huge present on the back end, that's for sure. But Rich, you and I have both had a lot of fun covering the amateur game, some of these great amateur tournaments around the world. And we see this young talent, and I mean, there's a lot of it. But it only sort of eventuates in one winner. That one person gets that ticket to the US Open and the Masters.
So that'll do it for my partner here in the tower, Frank Nobilo. For Nota Begay, Iona Stephen, and all our crew, Rich Lerner saying, we'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.